What time is it?
Fuck. You know, I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the passwords.
Time. It slips, it runs, it catches up with all of us, and sometimes it doesn't forgive. What if the past you thought you left behind never really left you? Today, we're diving into Paul Thomas Anderson's latest cinematic feat, One Battle After Another. A film that doesn't just tell a story, it drags you through the relentless pulse of history, memory, and revolution. So buckle up, because this isn't just a movie review, it's a journey through time itself. Coming off the mixed reception of Licorice Pizza, many wondered, where does Paul Thomas Anderson go from here? Some critics said his fascination with pre-21st century narratives was growing, tired. But with One Battle After Another, Anderson doesn't just respond, he confronts. He faces the modern world head-on, and in doing so, delivers a story that's both epic and intimate. Before we break it down, a quick note. I love PDA's work. Magnolia, with all its sprawling chaos, still hits me in the chest. There Will Be Blood? A masterclass in tension. And yes, even the polarizing Licorice Pizza has its moments of brilliance. So when I say One Battle After Another is something special, know I'm coming at it from a place of appreciation. Anderson has always been a director fascinated by time, specifically, the time before now. His stories dwell in periods that feel distant, yet alive. The 70s, the 80s, the 50s, and through those settings, he unpacks human emotion, ambition, and regret. But by the time Licorice Pizza came out, it felt like that well of nostalgia was showing its cracks. Critics claimed his films were increasingly about looking backward, as if the present didn't offer him enough to explore. One Battle After Another seems to be Anderson's answer to that critique. A modern tale with iPhones, social media, and a contemporary political landscape. It's PTA meeting the 21st century, and he doesn't shy away from the tension it brings. This isn't just a change of scenery, it's a shift in energy. The film is no longer content to quietly observe its characters. It throws them, and the audience, into the thick of the chaos. The result? A movie that feels urgent, alive, and, at times, overwhelming in the best possible way. Quick question. How many of you feel like modern films sometimes fail to capture the energy of today? Comment below. I'd love to see your thoughts before we dive deeper. One Battle After Another centers on Bob Ferguson, a jaded ex-revolutionary, and his daughter, Willa, navigating the aftermath of their pasts against modern California. Leonardo DiCaprio delivers a performance that's both restrained and fiery, a man haunted by the ghosts of yesterday, yet forced to act in today's world. Opposing Bob is Colonel Stephen Lockjaw, played by Sean Penn, whose presence is cartoonishly malevolent yet grounded in a real, unnerving intensity. And then there's Perfidia, portrayed by Tiana Taylor, a character who looms over the narrative, embodying the ambiguity of morality and the lingering shadows of revolution. Through these characters, PTA explores a theme he's touched on before, confronting your past. But here, it's front and center. The past isn't a backdrop, it's a living, breathing antagonist, and Anderson uses it to test every character's limits. Stick around, later I'll break down the chase sequence that had me on the edge of my seat. You won't want to miss it. Let's talk about the performances. First, Leonardo DiCaprio as Bob Ferguson. DiCaprio embodies a man shaped by his own legend, a revolutionary turned weary father. His energy is both electric and restrained, the kind that makes every small gesture feel loaded with history. Sean Penn as Lockjaw? Villainy with flair. Over the top at times, yes, but intentionally so. He represents the chaos and moral ambiguity of a world where revolution and authority collide. Chase Infinity's Willa is the emotional anchor, balancing naivety with strength, while Perfidia is something else entirely. She exists just out of reach of full understanding, keeping Bob, Willa, and even Lockjaw perpetually on edge. And then there's Benicio Del Toro, whose portrayal of a streetwise mentor adds a grounding, almost spiritual presence. Honestly, he steals every scene he's in. It's subtle, but in a film this fast-paced, Subtlety is a kind of magic. Time is the film's beating heart. PTA constantly reminds us that the past doesn't vanish, it lingers, shapes, and sometimes haunts. Bob may have aged, but his principles, mistakes, and ambitions are still alive. His journey is an exploration of whether we ever truly outgrow our history, or if history simply outgrows us. Anderson also examines revolution, both personal and societal. The movie isn't just about political upheaval, it's about the battles we fight within ourselves. How do we reconcile the ideals of our youth with the pragmatism of adulthood? How do we fight a world that's constantly changing, yet never truly moves on from the struggles of yesterday? I'll be honest, this is where the film blew me away. Later, I'll break down a moment that perfectly captures this tension without spoiling the plot, and trust me, it's stunning visually. Let's talk craft. Shot on VistaVision, the film immediately feels timeless. The widescreen format evokes classic cinema while anchoring the story in the present. Every frame is meticulously composed, echoing Anderson's obsession with precision and rhythm. Johnny Greenwood's score elevates everything. From tense orchestral swells to subtle piano motifs, it mirrors the character's anxiety and the relentless pace of the narrative. And the editing, it keeps the energy taut without ever letting you catch your breath, much like Mad Max, Fury Road, but distinctly PTA in flavor. Cinematography, production design, and sound all work in tandem to make the modern world feel as mythic as the past, a playground for both spectacle and introspection. There are scenes that will stick with you. The long chase sequence before the epilogue? Pure adrenaline. The way Bob interacts with Sensei Del Toro, comic, philosophical, and intense all at once. And the needle drop moments, perfectly timed, perfectly scored, make you feel like you're part of the revolution. Each scene builds on the last, creating a momentum that never lets up. It's exhausting, exhilarating, and utterly satisfying. Anderson has crafted a movie that demands your attention and rewards it in every frame. So where does one battle after another sit in PDA's filmography? It's one of his most approachable works, yes, but also one of his most ambitious. It balances crowd-pleasing sequences with profound thematic weight. It's cinematic spectacle and intimate storytelling rolled into one. Is it perfect? Not quite. Some moments lean a bit too heavily into accessibility, and a few character arcs feel deliberately oblique. But the emotional resonance, technical mastery, and sheer audacity of the project more than compensate. For me, this is a 4.5-star film, a modern PTA classic that confronts time, history, and human ambition head-on. And it leaves you thinking, the battles of yesterday aren't over, they live on in us all. What do you think? Did PTA succeed in capturing the modern world, or is this just nostalgia in a new costume? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want more deep dive reviews like this. And if you're watching this on the biggest screen possible, trust me, it's worth it. Time changes everything, but some things never die. Thanks for watching, and remember, the revolution continues.